Hello everyone, I'm CA Neeraj B. Welcome to my YouTube channel @Accounting Buddy NB, where accounting is made simple, practical, and purposeful. In this lesson, we are diving deep into one of the most important subdivisions of the journal, the sales book. We will learn what the sales book is and why is it used in accounting. We will also understand the difference between the sales book and the sales account. We will learn recording of credit sales, trade discount, and posting of the entries from sales book to customer's account and journal ledger accounts. So grab a seat and stay till the end to master these special purpose books. Let us now learn the difference between the purchase book and the purchase account. First basis of difference is that of part. Purchase book is a part of journal while the purchase account is a part of ledger. Second basis of difference is that of format. Purchase book, like ledger account, does not have debit and credit column while the purchase account has debit and credit columns. Another basis of difference is that of content. Purchase book only records credit purchases for goods dealt in or consumed for production. In purchase account, on the other hand, both credit and cash purchase of goods are dealt in or consumed for production are recorded. Another basis of difference is that of account. Total of the purchase book is posted to the purchase account, while in case of purchase account, the balance in the purchase account is transferred to the trading account. Let us learn another important special purpose book, that is the sales book or the sales journal. A sales book is to record credit sales of goods in which the business deals. Cash sales are recorded in the cash book and not in the sales book. The sales book is also referred to as sales journal. It helps business track credit sales related to the goods and services in which the business deals. Thus, cash sales and sales of other items like fixed assets are not recorded in the sales book. Entries in the sales book are recorded on the basis of sales invoice raised by the business after deduction of trade discount, if any. Let us now learn the key features of a sales book. Sales book only records credit sales of goods. Cash sales and sales of assets which are not goods for the business are excluded. It only records regular business inventories sold on credit. Sales book is a chronological record. Entries are made in the order of occurrence, helping track customer activity over a period of time on regular basis. The details captured in the sales book includes date of sales, invoice number, customer name, and the description and the quantity of goods, unit price, and the total amount, and also the trade discount, if any. Sales book is prepared with the help of the sales invoice. Every entry is backed up by a sales invoice issued to the customer. Sales book is summarized on monthly basis and is posted to the ledger. The totals are transferred periodically to the sales account in the journal ledger. Let us learn the importance of a sales book. Sales book is an efficient record keeping. It reduces burden on the journal ledger by summarizing repetitive entries. Sales book ensures accurate revenue tracking. It provides a clear record of all credit sales, aiding in the income measurement. Sales book helps in the credit management of the business. It facilitates monitoring of customer accounts and outstanding dues. Sales books support audit trail. It serves as a reference for internal and external audits. Sales book supports decision making. Sales trends and customer behavior can be analyzed using sales data. Sales book provides documentation required for VAT and GST and also for other tax filings, and thus supports legal and compliance. Let us now learn the format of the sales book or a sales journal format. Sales book or a sales journal has 8 columns as displayed on your screen. Column number 1 is for date. Under this column, the date of the transaction is mentioned. Column number 2 is for particulars. In this column, the name of the purchaser of the goods, description of the goods, per unit price, and the quantity sold is written. Column number 3 is for invoice number. In this column, the invoice number of the goods sold is written. Column number 4 is for ledger folio. When sales book entries are posted in the ledger, page number of the ledger is written in this column. Column number 5 is for details. Under this column, the amount, that is the list price or the catalog price of each item of the goods sold is written. If trade discount is allowed to the purchaser, it is deducted from the gross amount. Under details column, the gross value of the goods is mentioned and trade discount, if any, allowed to the customer is deducted from the gross value. Further, in case any other expense such as freight or cartage are recoverable from the customer, they are also mentioned under this column. Under this column, the total value of the invoice is also mentioned. Column number 6 is for cost. Under this column, the value of the goods sold is written. Column number 7 is for expenses. The expenses say freight, cartage, and packing material charged from the buyer of the goods is written under this column. Column number 8 is for total. The amount of invoice, that is the value of goods and expenses receivable, is written. At the end of a specific period, say a week, a fortnight, or a month, the sales book is totaled. The total value of the goods sold is posted to the credit of the sales account and debit to the individual accounts of the customers to whom the goods are sold on credit. Let us understand the difference between the sales book and the sales account. First basis of difference is that of part. Sales book is a part of the journal book while the sales account is a part of the ledger. Second basis of difference is that of format. Sales book, like ledger account, it does not have a debit and credit column, while the sales account has debit and credit columns. Another basis of difference is that of content. Sales book only records credit sales of goods, while the credit as well as the cash sales of goods is recorded in the sales account. Next basis of difference is account. In sales book, total of the sales book is posted to the sales account periodically, while in the sales account, the balance in the account is transferred to the trading account. Let us learn how to record credit sales transaction in a sales book with an illustration. From the following information of John Trading LLC, prepare sales book for the month of February 25. Transaction T1 is on your screens. On 1st of February 25, John Trading LLC sold 501 kg sugar packs, 1502 kg sugar packs and 2000 packs of 5 kg sugar at respective per kg rates displayed on your screens to the customer Tolly Trading LLC on credit. John Trading LLC also offered 10% trade discount. This credit purchase transaction will appear in the purchase book as displayed on your screens. The transaction will be recorded on 1st of February 25, that is the date on which the transaction actually occurred. Name of the customer, Tolly Trading LLC, together with the complete details of the transaction will be written under the particulars column. The gross value of each item sold individually will be written under the details column. The total value of the goods sold is also mentioned under the details column. The 10% discount offered to the customer is written under the particulars column. The value of the discount offered, that is $12,500 in the given illustration, will be recorded under the details column. The net value of the goods sold, $112,500, after deducting trade discount, will be shown under the amount column. On 7th February 25, John Trading LLC sold old furniture of the business to Scrap Traders LLC for $200. This transaction will not be recorded in the sales book as only the goods in which the business deals are recorded in the sales book. Transaction T2 is on your screens. On 15th February 25, John Trading LLC sold 1500 2 kg tea packs at $30 per kg, and also sold 1001 kg tea packs at $18 per kg to Kohli Trading LLC at a trade discount of 10%. This transaction will be recorded in the purchase book as displayed on your screens. The date on which the transaction actually occurred, that is 15th of February 25, will be recorded in the date column. Name of the customer, Kohli Trading LLC, along with the complete description of goods is mentioned under the particulars column. The gross value of each item sold is mentioned individually under the details column. The total gross value of all the items sold is also mentioned under the details column. The trade discount of 10% allowed is mentioned under the particulars column. The value of the discount offered is mentioned under the details column. Net value of $56,700 worth of goods sold is mentioned under the amount column. On 20th February 25, John Trading LLC sold 505 kg sugar packs at $50 per kg to Smart Bakery LLC. This credit sales transaction will be recorded in the sales book as displayed on your screens. This transaction will be recorded on 20th of February 25, that is the date on which the transaction actually occurred. The name of the customer, Smart Bakery LLC, along with the complete description of the goods sold is mentioned under the particulars column. The value of the goods sold, that is $25,000, will be mentioned under the amount column. On the last day of the month, that is 28th February 25, all the sales book transactions are totaled and are posted to the credit of the sales account. Let us understand some important entries related to sales account. First is freight or cartage. Freight or cartage may be charged from the purchaser in the invoice, and it is charged as a separate line item in the sales invoice. In the sales book, a separate column is maintained to record the freight recovered from the purchaser. These recoveries are recorded separately as they are not part of sales. It is totaled like sales column at periodical intervals and is credited to the freight or the cartage account, while the purchaser account is debited with the sales amount plus freight charges. Second similar entry is related to packing charges. Packing charges may be charged from the customer along with the value of the goods sold in the sales invoice. In the sales book, a separate column is maintained to record such recoveries, and they are recorded in a separate column because it is not a part of sales proceeds. It is totaled like sales column at intervals and is credited to packing charges account, while the purchaser's account is debited with the sales amount plus packing charges. Let us take up another illustration of recording transactions in the sales book of Messrs. Holy Trading LLC. Transaction T1 is on 1st of March 25, Holy Trading LLC sold goods on credit to Tube Trading LLC, wide invoice number 920 dated 1st of March 25. The goods sold include 200 electric bulbs at $5 each and 100 tube lights at $10 each. A trade discount of 10% is also allowed to the customer. This transaction will be recorded in the sales book of Messrs. Holy Trading LLC as displayed on your screens. The transaction will be recorded on the date, that is 1st of March 25, on which the transaction actually occurred. Name of the customer, Tube Trading LLC, together with the complete description of the goods is also written under the particulars column. The value of each item of goods sold is written under the sales value column. The total gross sales value is also written in the sales value column, which in our illustration comes to $2,000. The percentage of discount offered is written in the particulars column, while the value of the trade discount of $200 is written in the sales value column. The net sales value of $1,800 of the goods sold after deducting the trade discount is written under the amount column and again in the total column. Transaction T2 on your screen is on 11th March 25, Holy Trading LLC sold electric goods to Tuli Electric LLC on credit by issuing a sales invoice number 20 which is dated 11th of March 25. Goods sold include 20 electric heaters at $50 each and 100 table fans at $75 each. The customer also agreed to pay $100 as packing charges. This credit sales transaction will appear as displayed on your screens. The transaction will be recorded on the date of the transaction, that is 11th of March 25. The name of the customer, Poly Electric LLC, along with the description of the goods sold is written under the particulars column. The sales value of each of the items sold is written under the sales value column. The sum total of all the items sold is also written in the sales value column, which in our illustration comes to $8,500. The packing charges extra is written in the particulars column, while the value of the packing charges of $100 is written in the sales value column and again in the packing charges column. The total sales value of the goods of $8,500 is also written in the amount column. The total sales value of the goods of $8,500 plus packing charges of $100 put together are written in the total column, which in our illustration comes to $8,600. On 21st March 25, business sold 100 bulbs at $3 each in cash to Bulb Trading LLC. Since it is a cash sales transaction, it will be recorded in the cash book and not in the sales book. Transaction T3 is on 27th of March 25, Holy Trading LLC sold goods on credit to Molly Electric LLC, wide sales invoice number 120 dated 27th March 25. Goods sold include 10 dozen electric bulbs at the rate of $5 each and 100 power plugs at $2 each. Customer also agreed to pay $25 extra on account of freight charges. This transaction of credit sales will be recorded in the sales book as displayed on your screens. It will be recorded on 27th March 25. The name of the customer, Molly Electric LLC, along with the complete description of the goods sold is mentioned in the particulars column. The sales value of each item sold is written under the sales value column. The sum total of all the items sold is also written in the sales value column, which for this transaction comes to $800. The freight charges agreed by the customer is written in the particulars column, while the value of the freight amounting to $25 is written in the sales value column and again under the freight charges column. The total sales value of the goods of $800 is also written in the amount column. The total sales value of the goods of $800 plus freight charges of $25 put together are written in the total column, which in this transaction comes to $825. On 29th March 25, Holy Trading LLC sold 3 office laptops at $1,500 each to PK Electronics LLC. This transaction will not be recorded in the sales book as the items sold are assets of the business and therefore will be recorded in the journal proper. On last day of the month, that is 31st March 25, the sales book is totaled. In this illustration, the total sales value after deducting the trade discount comes to $11,100 and the total of the freight charges and the packing charges recovered from the customer comes to $25 and $100 respectively. Total column of the sales book will show the total amount of $11,225 receivable from the customer. The journal entry for the sales book discussed in the previous slide will look like as appearing on your screen. The entry will be passed on the last day of the month, that is 31st March 25, by debiting customer account Tube Trading LLC for $1,800, Poly Electrical LLC by $8,600 and Molly Electric LLC by $825. Sales account will be credited with the sum total of all the credit sales transactions, which in this case comes to $11,100. The amount charged to customer over and above the sales value will be credited to the respective chart of accounts of freight expenses account for $25 and packing charges account of $100. Proper narration of the entry will also be written, which in this case is being the sales for the month of March 25. Let us now understand the mechanics of posting of sales book in the ledger accounts. In the particulars column of the sales book, name of the party to whom the goods are sold on credit is written. The amount receivable from the customer is debited to his account by writing the words to sales account and with the value of the goods sold. In addition to the value of the goods, in case any other amount such as freight charges or packing charges is also recovered from the customer, such an amount is posted to the debit side of the customer account by writing the words to freight expense account. Let us now learn the posting of sales book transactions to the ledger account. Abstract of the sales book is displayed on your screens. On 1st of March 25, Holy Trading LLC sold electric goods to Tube Trading LLC on credit for $1,800 after deducting a trade discount of 10%. This transaction will appear in the customer account of Tube Trading LLC as displayed on your screens. This transaction will be posted on 1st of March 25 on the debit side of the account of Tube Trading LLC for $1,800 by writing the words to sales account in the particulars column. On 11th March 25, Holy Trading LLC purchased electric heaters and table fans from Poly Electric LLC on credit for $8,500. An additional amount of $100 is also charged on account of packing charges. Therefore, a total amount of $8,600 is receivable from the customer. Now this transaction will appear in the customer Poly Electric LLC account on 11th of March 25 on the debit side for $8,500 by writing the words to sales account in the particulars column. An amount of $100 charged to Poly Electric LLC on account of packing charges will also be posted on the debit side of Poly Electric LLC by writing the words to packing charges account. Now on 27th March 25, Holy Trading LLC purchased electric bulbs and power plugs from Molly Electric on credit for $800. $25 is also charged as freight charges. Therefore, a total amount of $825 is receivable from Poly Electric LLC. This transaction will be posted in the Poly Electric LLC account as displayed on your screens. The entry will be posted on 27th March 25 on the debit side of the account of Molly Electric LLC for $800 by writing the words to sales account and for $25 by writing the words to freight expenses account. Now let us understand the posting of the sales account at the end of the month. The sales book for March 25 is displayed on your screens. The total sales done for the month of March 25 will be posted on 31st March 25 being the last day of the month on the credit side of the sales book for $11,100 by writing the words buy sundries as per sales book. Posting in the packing charges account will happen on the credit side on 31st March 25 for $100 by writing the words buy sundries as per sales book. The posting in the freight inward account will also happen on 31st March 25 on the credit side by writing the words buy sundries as per sales account for $25. Question number 6 is what is recorded in the journal proper? And the answer is miscellaneous transactions not in other books are recorded in journal proper. Question number 7 is are cash purchases recorded in the purchase book? And the answer is no, cash purchases are not recorded in the purchase book, only the credit purchases are recorded. Question number 8, what is a petty cash book? And the answer is a book for small cash expenses. Question number 9, what is recorded in the purchase return book? And the answer is goods returned to suppliers. Question number 10, is the journal proper used frequently? And the answer is no, only for rare adjustment entries it is used. Question number 29 is the cash book which records both cash and bank transactions is called, and the available options are option A single column cash book, option B double column cash book, option C petty cash book, and option D triple column cash book. And the correct answer is option B double column cash book. Question number 30 is which of these is recorded in the journal proper? And the available options are option A credit purchase of goods, option B credit sale of goods, option C opening entries, and option D is cash sales. And the correct answer is option C opening entries. In my upcoming lesson on 2nd of August 25, we will dive deep into the purchase return and sales return book to learn what they are and why returns happen and how to record them. We will also learn about the debit and credit notes, including their meaning, format, and real life examples. We will not only cover step-by-step posting of purchase return, sales return, suppliers, and customer accounts, but also cover the very short questions and answers and MCQs to test our understanding. So if you enjoy the content of my channel and appreciate my teaching style, please subscribe, share and like my YouTube channel @accounting buddy NB. Thank you and goodbye for now.